this directory dir1 don dir1 ls nothing is there. Okay, so I'm going to touch a file. Touch how many files? File 1, file 2, file 3 enough.
That's okay.
Enough. Now I go back to the home directory. How can I go to my home directory? CD enter also will take to my home directory. CD enter will take to my home directory. That is here now, right? ls minus l. So now I want the files inside this directory also to get what I am going to give now.
Right.
I want the files inside this directory also to get what I am giving now. Okay, this is what I am trying to give. So I want to give everybody 777, everybody, including the files inside this directory. Star will not work.
Minus R.
So I have to put minus R where?
You see most minus R.
I have to put minus R here. What does minus R do?
Take the read off.
No.
It provides, it changes all the files in the directory too.
Whatever
Yep.
command that you give to that original file, everything that's in it gets the same command.
Now what does R means? R means
Recursive.
recursive. So recursive means you'll go to the directory, subdirectory, subdirectory, everything, and change everything according to this. Okay, according to this command. Any objections?
No objection. No.
Okay. You okay?
Put a
Yes,
star
I'm
in.
okay. Sir.
John, you're not gonna put the star there.
You're not going to put star there?
Right. Whatever you type in there is chmod minus R
Yeah.
77 space star.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we putting a star?
Yeah. Because everything.
Everything. Or
Yes.
or if you want, you can put the file that you want to
Because
do.
I thought you said we're not gonna put a star.
No, we want to put for everybody. Give everybody. So I'll enter now. So what about the dir1 files? How can I check all the files in one shot?
LL.
And
LL will show only my directory. I want to see what is inside dir1.
Minus capital R.
ls minus capital R will show, but it won't give the permission. It will show all the files. So it will recursively it will show. So I have in dir1 I have these 3 files, but it doesn't show the permission.
RL.
and
So ls minus
and A
RL.
no A necessary.
RL.
R
and
L. I want the long listing. At the same time, I want recursively. I want to see what is inside that, right? So it will show. So in dir1, how many files I have? So
I don't understand the color black. Like what-
yeah, this one.
Directory, yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, when we give write permission to people to
Take
directory,
permission.
no, write permission to directory, the color changes. For others, if I give for others, because normally, okay, you have your house key, right? Will you give a house key to everybody to come inside the house and put their stuff? Will you? So that is a dangerous something like that, right? So I'm allowing everybody to write into the directory, so everybody can put their files into your directory.
That's not good then.
That's
big
why
mistake.
maybe I think that's the reason it's warning. Maybe
Let them make their own directory.
that's why color changes.
Over here, LL minus R will work or not?
ls minus R will work, but
LL.
yeah, that also will work. Let me try that. LL minus R. LL is actually ls minus L, right? So that also works. Same thing. Since you look very. Hey, so who is the owner of dir1? ls minus LD dir1. Sorry, because okay. So who is the owner? Don is the owner, and the Don's group is the owner, right? Okay. Now can I remove permission from Don itself for that directory?
No.
I'm Don. Can I remove my permission?
No.
Why?
You are the owner, so you can do what
Yeah, I'm the owner. I can remove, right? So I want to remove. So what is the method to remove my permissions? More than
0. What?
0? I want to remove everything.
000.
Not everything means for me everything. For others, I want to leave it as it. I give services. For others, I given all the permissions. For me, I have removed my permissions.
And you can go as the others and see whatever.
Pardon? Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm in that directory. That's why. That's why it didn't work before. Okay. So now, if I say ls, I have dir1. Currently, I have permissions. So I want to remove my permissions. So I will clear the screen. ls.
Which would be a stupid idea, right?
Which is not a good idea, but we want to take risk. Okay. So I'm taking risk. I'm removing my permissions. I know that I can give it back. What confidence I have that I can give it back?
Because you have to.
Because I am the owner. I am the owner. Can I lock myself outside the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I want to go back to the house,
Yeah, they do.
I have a duplicate. I am the owner. Right? So something like that.
Why would you
Right?
do that?
No, I want to show you something. That's why. There's no reason to do that. Right? Yeah. So I will say 070. 77. 77. What file? What directory? dir1. So ls minus all. So my owner doesn't have permission. So now who am I? I am the owner. Done. If I say ID, my identification comes. Okay. So I am the owner. My user ID is 515. I am done. Okay. Now I want to go to the directory. Can I go? Can I go to dir1? I am the owner.
Yes. Go there, but I don't know if you can see anything.
Huh? Can I go?
No.
Because I removed my permission, so how can I go? I locked myself outside, right? So let me give a little permission for me, right? So if I want to give only to me, I will use the other method, chmod. For me, myself, I am giving what permission do you want to give?
Read first.
So you want to give read, huh? Okay. So user is equal to read, okay, or plus read. Can I say plus read? Little by little, let me add plus. Because you may put equal next time, this will overwrite. So I'm going to use plus. So what is the name of the file? The directory? For directory also a file, right?
That's a new way. U plus R.
Plus, minus. If I can use minus, can't I use plus? Earlier I used minus.
You use the U now, right?
U means owner.
Yeah. Owner plus read.
Yeah, owner I'm giving read, right? So now can I go to the directory?
You need execution in order to run the commands, right?
Execution or execute?
Like execution.
Don't need too much, okay? Right. Now I will add. So I will add what? What do you want to add now?
X.
You want to add W and try?
It won't work.
No, try.
So if you have read,
try.
you can't. You still.
I want to try W. Okay, so I have given what? Read. Now I am giving what? Write. Okay, CD dir1.
Because you told us it took.
Yeah, that is the reason everybody by default
has
is
the-
given execute permission to a directory. Without execution permission, what is the point in creating a directory? No point. If I can't go, then why I should give access to the directory, right? So now I will remove. Now I will start from beginning, right? So I will say user is equal to. That means I am not giving anything. So I give only execute for the directory one. Sorry, chmod, right?
Can I say U plus X?
No, I don't want to add. I'm just giving only execute to see whether I can go to dir1. I'm experimenting. This is the way you study also, right? So CD, can I go?
Yeah, execute now. Sure.
See, I went. So execute permission is the command. If I want to execute CD or anything within a directory or to the directory, I have to have that. Okay, now I went to the directory. Where am I?
dir1.
Yeah. So you want to create a file?
Yeah.
You want to? Okay. So touch file. You have already file 1, file 2, file 3, file 10. Can I?
No, you're no right.
Why?
You don't have no right.
Because I don't have. I have only execute. I can go to the directory. Right. I can't touch a file.
So the first thing that you need before you can access any
Yeah.
directory is execute.
Hmm.
If you don't have execute, don't.
Yeah, because I can't go inside. So let me give, I am the owner, right? So I can give.
Thank you.
So what do you want to give now? Shall we say plus? Shall I give plus? Read and see what happens. Read. Huh? Now control C, I want to cancel this. Control C, cancel. I'm in what directory? I'm dir1, right? ls doesn't work. Permission denied, right?
They can't read.
But I know that I have 3 files there. I have 3 files which I am not allowed to see now. So I am giving myself
Read.
R and X, okay? Read and
Always
execute.
First is always X.
Pardon?
First have we like X. I don't understand. I thought you have to give execute first and then read and write.
No,
You
doesn't
can give
matter.
them together all together at once.
Doesn't matter, whatever. So execute is always 1 if you go with the octal method. If you don't go with octal, you just type X.
I understand what you're saying, but what I just found out. If with a directory you don't have
Execute permission first, right? Then I will give execute permission. I am able to go to the directory, but when I said ls, I cannot see the contents of the directory. So now I'm trying to give R and X. Can I see the content of the directory now? I'm in what directory? Oh, I'm in there. Okay. Okay, now I gave R and X. Can I go to the directory now? CD dir1. Oh, now I went. Okay, earlier also I went anyway. Now I said ls file, I can see the file. Very good. Now can I create a file?
No. No, you
Touch
can-
file.
Directory we have to write.
No.
Can I create a file?
Yes, you can.
Are you sure?
you
No,
can't.
no, no.
You don't have no rights.
Yes, we can. We can.
Good. Okay, right. So what can I do to create a file?
You have to
Use
give.
it.
Okay, let me try again.
RWX.
So I will go back one step down again. Okay, so to create a file, what do you, I tried to create, I couldn't create. So let me give W. W I can create file, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but can I list the file?
No.
Okay, let me try that.
You can't list the file.
Okay, so CD dir1. I went there.
Yes.
Can you touch a file?
Yes.
Yeah.
File 10. Touched? Worked? Can I see the file?
No.
Why not?
Because R. There is
Because you
no
got
R.
R is not there.
But you gave the permission earlier,
He
right?
took it back.
No,
He took it back.
When there is a is equal to sign.
When he
it
changed it to
overrides the
WX, he took back R.
If you could have you plus
That is done. Okay, so now you know what is the actual use of all these things, right? Now let me do the same thing for a file. So I'll come one step down. I have all these files. File 1. So everybody has permission for file 1, right? So let me enter something into file 1, right? So what is the command to enter something into file 1? Do I have anything in file 1? By looking at this, do you see? Nothing, all zeros, right? So let me put something. I will say echo. What do you want to put?
My name is.
Mango. This is mango season. Okay, so give mango into that file. File 1. Right? Now I want to cut the file 1. Can I open? Why I can open? Because I have all these permissions. All these permissions. I'm the owner. I have all these permissions. So I want to reduce my permission for that file. Right? So chmod. I am giving the owner only what right?
WX.
Hmm?
WX.
W only?
W
Okay.
or X.
Oh, X only we give? X only. Okay. So only X for that file. File 1. So can I list the file now?
No.
ls file 1? I can. Okay. Because it's a file and I'm the owner of the file, right? Okay. Now can I add something into that file? Can I add something?
No.
Sure. How I was able to list the file? Tell me how I was able to list the file. Because for the directory, I have permission to list. Because for the directory, dir1, I have all the permissions, right? So I can list. That is why I was able to list the file. Right? Obviously, right? You have permission to come to this house and see everything. So you can list the contents of the house, right? So, but
Oh, when you were listing, you were actually listing out of the directory.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's below because of the directory
But you
permission.
can cat the file one.
You want to cat the file one?
Yeah.
Okay, cat file one.
No.
Yeah, that's what I don't have. I have only executable. So with the executable alone, is it very useful for any use for me with this file? No, because this file is not an executable file. So it's not worth for me to have only executable, right? So let me give myself a little more permission. So you want to give something like write?
Read.
You want to give read? Okay. So you gave read. Read and execute. You want to give execute or you remove
In this
execute?
case, no, you can take off execute.
You don't need execute, right? Because it's not executable file, it's not going to help me. So I gave read permission. So with this read,
Why is
read,
not X?
it's okay, we give. It doesn't make a difference for me, okay? Because this file is not an executable file, right? So whether you give or not give doesn't make a difference for me. So I gave, no, understand the point only, okay? So I gave read permission now. So can I open the file and see the contents?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say cat file one. I saw the contents. Mango is there. Okay. Now what permission I have for that file? Read and execute. Right? This is my permission. Can I write anything into that file?
No.
Okay. Can I say echo rat greater than. I want to append a file, so I have to use to greater to append a file. So I'm adding this to that file. So mango and rat. Okay. Permission denied because I don't have write permission. Do you want to give him? Do you want to give him?
Yes.
Yeah, owner, right? So you give write permission, but I'm not interested in giving him execute permission. Okay, I just give write permission. Can he echo into that file?
Yes.
Okay, what? Oh, I made a mistake. You're talking about file. Okay, file.
Yeah,
So I'll write into that file one. Okay, it's worked. Okay, so now cat file one. So he has rat and mango, right? Why no?
No, sorry.
Okay, because I have read and write. That's all I need. I'm not going to execute that file, right? Execute doesn't mean anything for me for this file because this is not an executable file.
It's a file, it's
Yeah.
not a directory. If it's in that, if you want to open the directory, then we need that.
For directory, executable means that's a must. That's why we are giving to everybody, whether you ask it or not.
Can you?
That's why by default, Linux doesn't or Unix doesn't get executable permission because it's not necessary. So we have only two permissions we are playing with for normal files. Only for executable files we give X. Okay, I'll give an executable file.
Can you just remove the executable from the others and let's see if others will change?
What is it?
Remove executable from others
Yeah.
just to see if the color, file color.
Oh, color.
is gonna change.
For file. Yeah, color. Okay, don't worry. That's explanation you can do yourself.
All right.
Because I'm going in a
Yeah,
direction
yeah,
to
okay,
disturb.
okay.
Yeah. So, what did I say? So that's why I said for a file, we don't have to give execute. For directory, we have to give execute. That's why directory getting 755. File is getting only 666. You understand why, right? Okay. Now, somebody asked me a question. You ask, why there's another 0 here? Okay.
Very intelligent person.
Very one of the best questions. Yeah. Okay. So what does it mean? We have some new things. One of the new thing is called sticky bit. Sticky bit. This is outside your syllabus. You understand for knowledge, right? One is sticky bit, other one is what? But non-sticky. Set UID. And the other one is set GID. What are these actually? What are these? What is sticky bit? Does it stick a lot?
Can change.
You are
It's just the
Sticky.
identification when you put the ID. It shows that.
No, sticky bit, well, explain sticky bit. Okay. This bottle, if I keep here, can anybody take it?
Yeah.
You take it. But if I stick to the table? Okay, file. I just put the file. Can anybody delete it? Can delete. If accidentally, maybe I had to give you some permission, but accidentally you deleted. But if I assign a sticky bit to that, it's like applying a sticker, glue there. So people cannot remove. So if I apply, normally who can remove a file? Tell me who are the people who can delete a file? Who can, say super user, delete a file.
Owner group.
Number first one is give preference to the owner. Then second one,
Owner group.
no, owner group.
Yeah. If he has a
Super user?
Yeah, second super user.
And anyone who has a right.
Then who is the guy?
Right. Anyone who can write.
Read and write.
Read and
you
Anyone?
Who can write?
Read and write. Both you should have. Read, write, permission. Execute permission, is it necessary? No. Yeah, execute.
it's a
No, for
No,
file,
secret.
you don't need it.
It's
I
like
was
running.
thinking, you said in order to read, write.
Mhm.
Yes, to write you need to can read, right? But technically, you only need to can write to delete. Because if you can read, you cannot add nor delete. But if you can write, you can delete or add.
If I can write, I can add to the file
Yes, or delete the file.
or delete the contents of the file.
Right. But if
But
you
you
can
cannot
read,
delete the file.
Read, I can
do
read.
anything to
No,
it.
I can read the contents of the file, but I can't delete it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Anyone with read write can delete a file. I was saying that maybe anyone with a right permission can delete a file. So if you only
So you don't need write permission to delete a
No,
file?
you need the right permission. You don't need.
You don't need read permission? Okay, we'll check it. Okay, so now I am logged in as whom? Done, right? So let me check one of the files. So I have what permission? I have given a lot of permission to everybody. So let me create a brand new file. Touch file ls minus l file 4. So now others have only read permission. Okay, everybody agree?
Yes.
Others have read permission.
Yeah.
Okay, with the read permission, I want to check whether others can delete the file. Okay, I want to try one by one. So I will sue as whom?
Others.
No, other means who? Somebody has account here?
Can say
Who?
from Neat home,
I also have, right?
you Donatus home export, you have so many.
But I know the password. So Donatus, and the password is open boot, right? Okay, yeah, it worked. So now Donatus trying to go to that directory. Okay, so now Donatus is a completely new user. Does he have any permission to the other guy's directory? No. So he is in what directory? He is in his own directory, right? Donatus directory. Now he wants to go to Don's directory. So how can I go to Don? I went one step down. Now I am in home directory. So now I want to go to Don's directory. Will it allow me to go to Don's directory?
You have read, yeah.
Are you sure?
Right?
No,
Don's.
You have read.
No, from where did I have to? Where?
Isn't that up there?
No, that's for a file only I did, right?
Okay.
So can I go to Don's directory?
No.
No. So what I should do?
you have to go as a Don and change the permission for the
SSH then, right? With SSH minus L down.
No, Don has to give me permission.
Yeah.
So I will exit, Control and D for exit. I exited, Control D will exit. Now ID, now I am who?
Don.
Don. So for whom I should give permission?
Donatus.
Donatus to whom? To No, to Don what?
Don secondary.
Don directory I should give also, right? Because how can he can't even come to my directory, right? So now I have to go one step down. Am I allowed to go one step down? Oh, it allowed me, right? So ls minus L. I see a lot of people. Control C, clear. So ls minus L, and I am interested in seeing only Don. So Don's directory. Oh, I already removed all the permissions from all the people. How? Oh no, sorry. No, this is my directory. Okay, I am the only person who has. But what about my owner group and all? Oh no, this is my home directory. I am not talking about the directory I created. Who created this? Who created this directory? Tell me.
Don.
No.
Just
You no. Anjan, from where did Anjan come? Who created Don's home directory?
Super.
Who created Don's home directory or Red's home directory? Root creator. I am the person who said user add. Root gave user add. So that is why only Don has permission. Okay? Understand? And I said make this directory a home directory for Don.
yeah.
Who said that? Root said that. So only this guy has permission. Don has permission, right?
But when you do, when Root created Don,
Yeah.
didn't you also create a group for Don?
Yeah, but group doesn't have any permission for my home directory by default. Whatever I create, that group will have permission.
Oh,
what
okay.
I own, that group will not have permission. The house problem, same.
Only root can provide the permission if anyone.
Not root, Don. This is Don's home directory. Don't involve root there.
No.
Whenever you are doing anything in your home directory, be you please. Don't be root, huh?
So over
that.
here, you're saying even you are in your home directory, you don't have any permissions right now.
No, it's there. You have all the permissions. You have all permissions there.
This is my directory. I have all the permissions.
That permission which you modified is
So-
for the directory one.
So you're saying for the home directory, only the owner has.
Yeah, of course. He can't go to my home
Other
directory.
than owner group.
Nobody has.
Nobody has.
Yeah,
Just
nobody
by
has.
default.
Yeah, nobody has even read permission. Nobody has even any executable permission because they are not allowed to come to my home directory. Because I am a user, I am not a system person. So my home directory is my personal thing.
So not even Root can go there?
Root can go. Root has no rules. Okay, yeah.
But
Root
if
has
we-
no rules.
But if we want, we can give the permission to.
Yeah, but you don't want to give normally.
Yeah.
But in this instance, I am going to give. Right. So I am going to give some permission to whom? How can I give Donatus to permission to my Don directory? He is not.
Put him into group. Into the group.
Yeah, listen. He is not Don. He is Donatus, and he is not in my group Don.
First,
you have to add him to
the group.
So let me add him to my group.
Yes.
Okay. So I will say user mod. But can I use the command user mod as a regular user?
No.
So I have to get the permission from super. Okay, to do this, right? Right? Because how can I put somebody into my group, right? Only one thing I can do. I can change the ownership of this directory to somebody. If I want, I can do.
Then you.
Then I don't want to do that because it will complicate your administration, right?
Even then, if you change it to somebody else, then you won't have any access, right?
No, I'm talking about group. Please listen.
No.
Yeah.
The honor you're saying.
Owner I'm not changing. I'm telling you, if I want, I can change the group to somebody else. Group to Donatus's group.
That I got it when you can leave it.
Yeah, the don't just follow this, okay. So what is the So what did I say?
You wanna
You
go to
add him to your group. You want to add.
Okay, so I want Donatus to have permission to Don. So how can I do that? I have to make Donatus member of this group. Even if I do that, he doesn't have any permission because the group doesn't have any
You're going to give
permission.
permission to the group.
So we have to give permission to the group. So let me give the permission to the group and then contact super. Okay. So what is the way to change the permission? Chmod You want to give everything to him?
No, what you wanted to give?
7,
Oh, we
6.
wanted to check the right.
750.
7,
We want to give, you want to give some permission, right?
750.
Why you are giving permission to Don?
Because you want to add a major group.
No, because we wanted to
No, no. For what purpose you want to? Please be in this focus. For what purpose you want to add Donatus to this group?
Because he can work on the direct.
Not work.
files,
No, no.
Like inside the files.
He has to go into that directory. For Donatus to go into that directory,
Yeah.
what permission I should give?
Executable.
Only executable. So give that one. What is executable?
110.
1, 0, 5,
One. And for others, are you worried?
0.
Oh, 0. Is it okay? Okay. Yeah. So what directory I am giving? No, very directory and Don. Please go follow this. Huh? Yeah. So I am giving my home directory. I am giving permission to group Don to do what? Just to get into that directory. Well, that's what I showed you with executable. I can get into the directory, right? So I gave that. Okay. All these things, if you like, you can do here also. Okay. You want to give permission to somebody? Right click here.
Don't confuse us there now.
No, no, I'm just telling you. Go to the properties and there you can give all these things there. If you don't like Unix, you can do it in Windows. Okay? In Unix machine, right? But I'm doing it for you to understand clearly, right? Okay? So you understand, right? Okay, so now what I should do? Now ls minus l d Don, right? So now he has executable permission. Who has? This group has. This group has. Now I'll make Donatus member of that group. So what is the command to Donatus is already created. So I want to modify him. So for that I have to use user mod. But unfortunately I cannot use that command. Actually I don't have permission, right? Right. So I will say su to become super.
You're taking the whole environment.
Yeah.
When that's the question. When and when do you take the whole environment, and when do you just sew instead of taking the sew environment?
That is a different command.
Okay.
Not in this part, right? So I will say su because in Linux I get his variables and all executed here, right?
Okay.
So su minus, right? So now I went to su minus, I became super user. What is the password for super user? Send hash 2014. So I became super. Right? Since in Linux, I'll exit back and try that and see. I will exit back. I'm again going to do, but I'm going to do only su, right? As you said, try and see. But only thing, my path will not work. So I'm in home directory. So I don't want to change my directory. If I don't want to change my directory, I just say su. Okay. I will see whether it works. The command, because my path is changed, right? It will not change. Hash 2014, right? So now I am super. Still I am in the same directory. That is why I did su. I didn't put minus. Okay. Now I want to type user mod. So I will type user mod. Who is the name of the user? What is the name? Yeah, but that is the name of the user. Donatus comes last. What I am trying to do with Donatus?
You were adding to the Don group, right?
You are going to put him in Don group? Yeah, okay. So now I will say minus G. Yeah. And then Don. So Don group. I put Donatus into the Don group. Okay, user mod minus G is secondary group, Don into Donatus, right? So now Donatus is a member of Don. User mod for now you understand why SU minus. So now to correct this problem, I have to say US. I have to find out where this user mod command is. So problem, right? For that reason only, I quit from here again. Now I am again, once again I am Don. Once again, why you are going home directory? That is directory. This is user. Once again I am Don. Okay. So I say ID, I am Don now. So now I want to su again, but I don't want to use su because I have this problem. We say command not found problem because my path variable is not it's not roots pass. My path variable is not roots path variable, right? So now I'll say su minus. So now I'll type my password is again center is password is quite long. Yeah, so I did it now. So now I will say user mod. So what system? What group? Done, right? And what is the name of the directory? User? What is the name of the user? Donatus. Yeah. Donatus. So now I will enter that. So now it changed. Okay. So now Donatus also has access to that directory. So now I will exit. My work is done. When work is done, always exit. Exit. Don't stay as root. Now I am done. So now I am going to sue as Donatus. I want to get my environments. That's why I put minus Donatus. So what is my password? Open boot. I am there. So which directory I am in? I am in my home directory. Now I want to go to Don's home directory. I came one step down. Then I went to Don's directory. Will it allow me?
Yeah.
So I am in Don's directory. Okay. So now ls, will it work?
No.
Why?
You have executable only.
You cannot list the
Yeah,
content.
You can't list the content because I gave only small something, right? So now I want to give him little more because but I don't have to give him any more
Yeah.
because in this case he is interested in that particular file only, right? He is not interested in going to Don's directory and doing something. If he is allowed to go to Don's directory, he is happy. Okay, we'll try that way. Think that way. Okay, so he is allowed to come to Don's directory, but he can't do anything in that directory. If he is allowed to go to Don's directory, can he go to Don dir1? No, dir1 also I had to give him permission, right? We will see whether he is getting. But unfortunately, when you gave permission to Don, when you give permission to Don, you didn't give it recursively.
Okay.
That is the problem now, right? Because I gave him permission only to Don. I didn't give it to anything under that. I didn't give recursively, right? Right? So I have to give one by one now, right? Okay, so let me go back again. Exit. Now I am done. Okay? Anyway, user mod is done. So no problem. I don't have to call root again, right? So I can solve this problem myself, right? So I'm in this directory. So let me go to my directory done. Then ls minus l. But no problem because that's the advantage in Linux, right? They made this owner done. So my problem is I don't have to give recursively. Automatically he's getting in the other one because Donatus is a member of Don. So he will get the permission, right? So it's fine, right? So but he has executable, right? Executable means he can type cd command. Okay. So let me sue again. Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, sorry. When you disturb me, my concentration goes, right? So that's why. Once you finish, sorry, because that's why, right? Yeah. So I will SU and I will say Donatus, right? Okay. Now I am going back as Donatus, open boot. So now I will go to /Don. That means I came one step down and went to Don's directory and directly I am going to dir1. Can I go?
No permission. I don't think I have permission for dir1.
You can.
No, you didn't have no permission for dir1.
No, the thing is that when you have execute means he can execute the command which doesn't need to read or write. So CD is just executing it, so you can change it.
So the executor will not allow you to go to dir1, but there's no permission to dir1, so you can't get to dir1.
No,
So it's like Don becomes the home to go through to get to the door which is in front of dir1, but it's locked. So you have to open dir1.
Okay, so under dir1, he cannot read or cannot write anything. He cannot modify or cannot read anything. But he can go from one door to another door.
Yeah, I just remember this.
But he cannot stay anywhere and do something.
In Linux, it said everything goes, so you have the permission going, right?
He understood clearly. He.
Yeah.
What's mean?
Okay, now
You can go to the directory.
Because, okay, what permission do you have for Don directory?
Executable.
So can you go there?
Yes.
What permission you have for dir1?
You know,
Oh, no, what permission you have for dir1?
that's what I wasn't sure, but
No,
it's executable.
Actually, because he's done.
It's done.
In Linux, that is easy, right? Done. So he will go there. So he went there directly. But he can't go step by step. I give you access to the roof. I give you access to this. Or maybe you don't have access to this. You can't, from here you can't climb, you can't use a ladder. But I gave access to the roof, so you can go from outside, something like that. Right? So even there. So
Also, if you had done and then directly it wouldn't work.
no, he can't use executor, he can't go one by one.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we say LS. Will it work?
No, because it does not read.
Yes, it is.
Will it work, Faisal?
No.
Bye.
You don't have executor.
Yeah, we cannot.
It work.
Yeah. Bye. For where do you get excuse? Because this is okay. Oh, because
Yeah, that's the one you
because we get execute for the directory. That's why. Yeah, but that's what I asked you,
He
right?
has everything up there.
Because I gave execute for the directory. That's why, right? That's why he got right. Otherwise, I have to give only execute for him, right? Okay. Then it's fine. Anyway, you understood that part anyway, right? I should have removed this, but anyway, if I give only execute, even he can go there. But if I give only execute, he can't list, right?
Yeah. He needs
But anyway, when you go home, you have about 3 hours to play with this,
Play with it.
and you will love playing with this. Okay, you will love playing with this. Don't you love playing with this? This is your job. 50% of your job. You covered, right? That's why I spend a lot of time in making you understand, right? So try different scenarios, right? Try to create directory. Pardon? No, it doesn't mean you have to pack up. 225.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So we'll
That's what we're enjoying ourselves.
What did I do now? I want to give sticky bit. So ls minus l sticky bit for this file. That's why then other users cannot delete it, right? Accidentally. So what I do? Chmod 1 sticky bit. Then what? You want to give all the permissions? Very good. You're very generous. File 1. So now you will see something there. T. You will see a T. What is this T? Sticky bit. Then accidentally people cannot delete except it is a owner can't. Owner can superride, right? You are saying I can't come to my house. Can you override it? Yeah, it's my house, I can come. Anytime you can override. Likewise, root also can override this. But accidentally others won't delete. Okay, so you are sure.
So just adding the 1 when we are setting up the sticky bit.
Yeah.
So now if you check the you must, it will be 1 something.
No, that doesn't.
No, UMass has nothing to do with this. If you want to set there's UMass, nothing else.
No, because you started from here, right? Because he asked that why is it there are 4 digits. That's what you started explaining.
Yeah, because they had this for permissions and this is for sticky bit
But it
and
doesn't get updated. This always will be 0, right?
there is no need. We don't have to, right? There's no point.
0, 1, enable, disable. I was expecting.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Okay. So now, what is this one? Set UID.
Group ID.
UID is
User ID.
user ID.
User ID?
Yeah. Set UID means what?
User ID.
Set user.
No, what? No, don't think that way. Set UID means what? I will give a scenario. Okay. You are
Anjan.
Anjan. Anjan. Can you change your password, Anjan?
Yeah.
Can you change your password?
Yes.
You agree? You everybody agree? Agree.
Change my password.
Where is your password changed?
Right?
Where is your password changed? Which file?
Directly.
No, which file? In which file your password is?
etc password. Then etc/post
It is shadow, right?
shadow.
Okay. ls minus l etc shadow. So you are changing your password in this file. So you are deleting your old password and putting a new password into a file. So what permission you should have for shadow file?
Set ID.
don't know. What about that? What password he should have for shadow file?
Right.
Write and
Right file. Right file? Right? Everybody is right?
execute.
Right is fine. Right? For the file execute, why execute?
Okay.
Right is fine. Fine, right? Is he a good guy?
No.
He immediately said no. He didn't even think. That's bad, right? Okay. Even though he's a good guy, temptations are there, right? Okay. So he has right permission into shadow. Can he go and delete the root password and log in as root without a password?
No.
No? Yes. If I give right permission to shadow, he will do that,
Oh,
right?
to shadow. Okay.
Yeah. He will do that, right? Because passwords are there. Root password is also there. So you go to root password, delete it, then log in as root without a password.
But
He's a good guy, he won't do that. But if I give it to others,
those are not encrypted over there.
whether encrypted or not, you
But he
delete,
has
can't you
right
delete an encrypted password? You can't change, you can't identify, but you can delete it in the right place. I am giving access to a place where all the passwords are. So what permission he should have?
Only
Read.
Read?
No,
Right.
right.
To get right, but you probably don't give him right, but you send him there, but you only can and then give him the right password to his file.
No permission.
no permission should have.
What is
No
it?
permission.
Then how can he go and change the password?
We don't want him to change the password.
His password, his own password.
He has to use, I mean, he will not allow to go to his file,
Okay.
but,
We don't allow, okay.
but he,
Only he can change his password. He cannot
How?
change others. You set the user ID. You give his
No, no,
user.
forget about that. Okay, how he, so what permission he should have for this file?
Right.
Again, you are saying right, no?
No.
Okay, there.
For which file? Shadow file?
Shadow file.
At least he can read it.
Read and
So
write,
he can
yeah.
read
So we will, but we.
How can we, if I give read and write to him,
him do all-
didn't you see that I opened a file and changed the contents of the file?
Only he
So
will-
he can delete a user in the file.
Okay, so-
He can use a mod, use a dill, everything he can do.
If you give him execute, he can't. But if you just give him execute, if you just give him execute, he can't change anything.
He will have access only to his password.
Nobody in the world has right permission to this file. Nobody in the world, even root don't have.
Yeah.
Nobody in the world has right permission to this file.
Oh.
It's dangerous. How can I give right permission to this file, right? Then how can he go and change his password?
That is right.
No, I don't want that.
You have to do that from.
Okay, what is the command you are using to change your password? Yeah, what is the command? You are changing your password, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, what command did you use to change your password?
I'm not sure like how to change the password.
You don't know how to change the password? Okay, how? Oh yeah, Usma is expert in that. Usma, how do you change the password?
Where? Root?
Your password or somebody's password? How do you change?
How do you change your password?
Yeah. What is the command you use?
Password.
Password command is the command, okay? So I want to find out what password command she is using. So I will say which password command. Which password? So she is using a command called usr bin password. That is the command she is using to change a password, right? So you can execute that command, yes or no? Yes, okay. So ls minus l, then I put that one there. Okay? So you will have execute permission, right? What about others? Everybody in the office will have execute permission. Everybody in the system will have execute permission? Yeah, of course. Of course, right? Okay. Everybody have execute permission. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. But there is something here. What is this?
That is right.
See, always waiting to tell that. So what is this? S for?
Set.
Set user right. Now tell. When you want to tell, you know, when you have to tell, you're not telling,
When you
right?
highlighted it, I just showed you.
Okay. Yeah, but okay, set user ID. What is that?
Only the owner can do it.
No. Okay. If I ask you to carry this bottle, can you carry? Good. If I ask you to carry 3 desks at the same time, can you carry? Okay. If I ask you to carry the building, can you carry? You cannot. But if I get Aladdin lamp, you know Aladdin lamp? If you have Aladdin lamp in your hand, can you carry?
Yes.
How did you get the power? Huh?
Astronomical power.
You got extra. So when you drop it, then you lose the power. So, what is the command you are using to change your password?
Password.
See, little because he has no trust on you. So password is the command you are using, and in the password command, set2id is set. So when set2id is set, anybody using that command will get the power of root and can do anything in the system for that particular millisecond.
For that particular user also.
Anybody using password command can get the power of root
If
because
I log in as my name, I cannot change.
can. Okay. Anybody logging in as anybody use the command password will get the power of root.
To change any password.
Only that password.
Okay.
It's gonna do the blood pressure.
For you only. How can you change other people's password? Why you are thinking about something which is not there? Think about something which is there.
When you are giving
This
the
one
power
is
of root,
something-
that's why we are thinking as a root.
No, don't get overpowered. Right? Even nature is like that too.
This is something which the system gives, right?
Yeah, that system. I will say chmod. How do I set UID? Tell me. Set UID. How can I? 1 for sticky bit. 4 for set UID. 4. So I will say 4. 5. 5 is no execute. 5 file 1. Is there any point in doing this? Is there any point in doing this? No point, because this file is not executable anymore. So what is the point in giving set UID?
Yeah.
So it will give an error saying capital S. Capital S means error,
Illegal.
not illegal, error, right? So ls minus l file 1. So was the execute before? I didn't execute, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, sorry. So I should say 666 file 1, okay? So I didn't give execute. ls minus l. So now I see capital S. Normally I should get what? Simple S, right? So I have capital S. Capital S means no meaning. Because the definition is, listen to the definition. When set2id is set for an executable file, anybody using that command will get the power of the owner of that command.
Okay.
So here, executable file, no, it's not correct, executable file, so it's wrong, right? That's why. So like set2id, we have set gid also. If I want, I can set gid. So I will say chmod. Gid means what? What number?
5, 3.
2. 4 is there, 2 is there, 1. 2 I didn't tell, 1 I told, right? So 2. So now I am setting gid. But this is not executable for even given. Gid is talking about group.
Yeah.
So I should put 676. I am not putting 676. So now it is an error also. So capital S, error. But if I put like this, 7 here,
No error.
no error because group has 7. Gid is talking about group ID. So anybody using a command where set gid is set will get the power of
Root.
power of
Group.
the group, power of the group of that command, group owner of that command. Right? Are they good commands? Set gid, set uid? Dangerous, right?
Gonna change the group.
Yeah, so you should not use unnecessarily because people can misuse power, right? As it happens always. So since you look very tired and exhausted,